Hello, what's up YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. This is a story that got me asking a lot of questions, especially as regards what's happening in the United States of America. I don't know, because I've been seeing this trend lately from most of the videos I see on TikTok, on YouTube, and I just keep asking this particular question. But before I get to what the question I've been asking is, let's just take a look at this story. So I'm going to play the video, so you guys will see it, and then we'll talk about it as time goes on the video.
Here behind me is where a scam call turned deadly, and I'm going to step out of the way here so you can get a look here. The man who lives here is accused of shooting and killing an Uber driver. He now faces a murder charge and potential other charges. According to reports, authorities say William Brock had been receiving multiple threatening scam calls the morning of March 25th. The calls were concerning an incarcerated relative, and Brock was told to meet at the courthouse to pay a ransom of $12,000 in bail money, or they would kill him and his relative. Around the same time of the call, Lolitha Hall received directions from the same person or an accomplice, instructing her to go to Brock's home to pick up a package for delivery. Dashcam video from Hall's car shows her arrive to Brock's home to pick up that package. According to reports from the Clark County Sheriff's Office, Brock allegedly had a gun. This video appears to confirm that. The incident report says Brock allegedly took Hall's phone and wouldn't let her leave, and when she tried to go, authorities say Brock then shot Hall. They started fighting, and he shot her 2 more times. Authorities received a call from Brock saying he had shot someone on his property because they were trying to rob him. When units arrived, they found Hall with multiple gunshot wounds, and Brock was bleeding from his head. Hall was flown to Kettering Hospital in Dayton, where she died.
This is just sad. We all see an elderly person. If you notice from this video, this person is clearly not a very young person. This person is a bit advanced, and then this person has to do Uber to survive. And in the process of doing Uber to survive, this person was killed, which is very sad. And this is one of the dangers, aside many of the dangers of ride sharing. Sometimes people order ride to do dubious things with your service, and if you're not careful, you end up being the victim. I'll give you an instance. There was a time I was ordered. Somebody ordered me in Lekki, somewhere around Richmond Estate in Lekki. So I went to pick up, and the person told me that it was a phone. It was in a carton, but it was a phone. Unfortunately, that item was drugs packed, wrapped in a phone casing as if it was phone. And this person didn't even tell me what the content of the delivery is. This is how very wicked and very bad some of these people can be. You didn't tell the driver that you asked to go pick up something, what you are delivering. And then you allow the driver pick this thing up and just drive without any caution. If a police had stopped me that day, what would have been my story? What would have been my defense? Although I was online on that trip, maybe that would have been my defense. I would have said, okay, this is a package for delivery, possibly take the police to the address where I picked up the item from. But what I'm just saying is that while you are driving, you need to be very careful. I know you cannot be careful enough. Like this lady now, what did she do wrong? Somebody ordered a ride. Okay, go pick up so package for me from so address and bring it to so location. Innocently, the woman went for the ride, not knowing these are kidnappers, these are fraudsters that has been threatening this elderly man, telling him that they have one of his relatives, and then he has to pay so amount of money. And then when the lady got to this address, the man, transferred the aggression, thinking that this lady was part of the team of kidnappers, of fraudsters, and she ended up losing her life. And it's not just that. Now, what did Uber even have to say about it? This is what Uber had to say about it. Maybe you should just hear from the horse's mouth.
We reached out to Uber, and they responded with this statement saying, in part, quote, "There is no other way to describe this incident than a horrific tragedy. Our hearts continue to be with Lolitha's loved ones as they grieve her sudden loss. We have been in contact with law enforcement and remain committed to supporting their investigation." End quote. Uber also went on to say the account of the individual who ordered the Uber trip has been banned.
So somebody died while doing trips for you, while making money for you. even if they are making money for themselves, but they are working with you. And all you can say is your heart goes out to the family that are mourning. What of monetary compensation for her dependents, people that are depending on her, people that are the reason why she was going out to make that money in the first place? What about those people? Is there any compensation scheme that you guys run for anybody that lost his life or lose his life in the process of doing ride sharing with your company? I don't think there's any, because this is United States. In Nigeria here, many people die almost on a weekly basis and nothing is even done about it. Nobody even records it. Nobody even talk about it. Life just goes on like nothing happened. And lastly, what's going on in the United States, for Christ's sake? Why are we seeing old people doing Uber? My whole thoughts, my whole idea about the United States, God's own country, the greatest country in the world, is that there is a very structured package for the elderly in the country. But I'm surprised that I keep seeing elderly people doing ride sharing, doing delivery, doing DoorDash. I'm really surprised, because some time ago I would have given everything up to move to the United States of America. I mean, everything I got, I would have given it up to move to the US. But I don't understand, what are we seeing lately? What's really going on? I know some of my subscribers are based in the United States. Please, what's happening? Why are we seeing more old people doing this gig rideshare jobs? Why? What's going on in the US? I'd like to know in the comment section. Be safe out there if you drive. Be very watchful. Be very careful. I know we can't be careful enough, but at least try to do your own part. Be careful. Somebody asks you to go and pick up an item, please try to find out more details about what you're going to pick and who you are picking it from. And always make contact with who is on the other end. I mean, make a contact. Call the person that you are going to receive something from. So from the tone of the person's talk, you can be able to get one or two information as regards that trip. Don't just walk around blindly. Life is too precious to be cut short just like this. Well, may the woman rest in peace. So guys, just be careful out there. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and stay safe.